We're doing another rematch. This time, the Falcons, Atlanta Falcons versus the Patriots.
So the time has come.
Oh wow, look at this. This is going to be a big challenge because remember what happened with the Falcons. They died off in the end, but the Patriots won the Super Bowl. So this is a redemption. Will the Falcons win, or will the Super Bowl champions win again? The Patriots. Let's just see how this one turns in this one. So they're gonna play very tough, and if you watch the previous game when I played the Eagles, it was not an easy game either, but we did happen to sack. Now these two teams are the exact same as they were in 2017, so no change, all the same players. So we're going to see what this is going to be like. This should be very interesting if the Falcons can outplay the Patriots based on the game selections I choose and the game selections they choose, and how, let's see if they can do it. All right, let's go. You won't hear me, like I said before, you won't hear me speak much in this one, and I'll do the same. I won't speak much when the game is playing, and maybe I'll just go, you know, because the headset's on me. But otherwise, you won't hear much commentation. It's going to be like you're watching the real game again. All right, guys, enjoy.
Or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
If you want to comment, go ahead and comment. And please remember to subscribe. I will bring content, gaming content, plus car. You know, I like the Mercedes. I have some big news about my Mercedes. Like I said, if you want, watch the other games too. You got the Eagles, and we also have the Giants rematch. So this is a rematch for the Patriots against Atlanta. Let's go kick this off. Super Bowl.
End zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And time to see what the Atlanta Falcons can do on offense. There's Matt Ryan, starting quarterback, just shy of 5,000 yards.
Looks like we're suffering a little bit when it comes to internet speed. I hope there's no big problem. Hope there's no big problem suffering on internet speed. My internet's been giving me problems every time I stream, guys. I apologize about that.
Changed some coordinators early in his career, but the system was essentially the same.
Let's see what we can do here.
And then he had a coordinator change in 2015 and had to adapt to a new style. And he did it so well that by 2016, he's the NFL MVP. So a new offensive coordinator is not going to change much for him. He's going to try to adapt one more time to a new style,
Glad I was there.
ways of doing things, and I think he'll do it very successfully.
Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammany.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammany shows better athleticism than what people expect.
10 yards still left.
Play the same play again and see what happens. See if they throw it again.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes. And they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Patriots give away too many points, so I hope that this year, you know, they beef up their defense. Because it's ridiculous that Tom Brady has to work twice as hard to win a game. If you agree, tap that like button.
His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
Sack.
As he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
We're going to have a good return here. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Fielded just inside the 20. A beautiful fake. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. And bringing the Patriots out, Tom Brady. And Tom, now the second youngest and second oldest quarterback to win a Super Bowl after winning it this past season. Going to turn 40 on August 3rd. How much does he have left in the tank?
I would say that the tank seems like it's darn near full. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that, because no one is supposed to be playing at that type of a level at that age in the NFL. Yet Tom Brady's doing it. And it's absolutely phenomenal to watch. We know it's going to come to an end one day, but I'm projecting it out farther than I ever would have thought because of the way he played this past season.
That's
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves.
They came up to Brady pretty quick.
Part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
And LeGarrette Blount just does not go down easy. You know, from my experience as a defensive back, this was a difficult guy to try and tackle because of the force that he runs with, and he's not going to be daunted no matter it's the first quarter or the fourth quarter, Brandon.
Well, what shocks me about last year, 18 touchdowns. I mean, the yards were pretty good, 1161. But when I think of New England, I don't think of a running back getting 18 touchdowns.
You know, that to me, it was the combo that made the 2016 season for him. Most yards in his career, most touchdowns in his career by far. And he's the type of guy that, hey, you want to give it to me inside the 5? He doesn't believe anyone's going to stop him. I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He
Oh, come on, really?
Play.
That was in. Reversed? Oh my goodness.
Coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right.
Oh, no, it wasn't reversed. It was, obviously it made it.
Because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Throwing now is Brady. This is Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski.
Wow, that was a lot easier against the Falcons than it was so far against the Eagles.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question,
Rex Ryan is there.
Let's see.
You know he's a thrower. Let's see what he does.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's a tried and true formula.
Oh my goodness, look at these guys, they're fighting.
For as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan finding time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ninkovich in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. He won't go down. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important, because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that offense has the advantage. You've got to find a way to turn things around. This is the series to begin that.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a second time. Brady now on first down. And complete on the right side to Bennett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense, a crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this, such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason, does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react, and that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover from it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Last year for Edelman, just below 100 receptions, 98, over 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. And, you know, this is a guy that gets a lot of pub for being that perfect receiver for Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. What's his role going forward?
I think his role going forward is to be a bona fide #1 receiver in the NFL, meaning he's not just a Tom Brady receiver. He's that guy for anyone. And he spent so much time proving himself as he got into the league, just what you were talking about. Can I have a role here with New England? Now it's not just proving himself. It's continuing to develop in his craft. And I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brady now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Gostkowski now for the Pats field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3 and out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3 and out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got it, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Alan Branch breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got time. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really a nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 8.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number 1 is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Got a man, it's Amendola. That one goes for 24 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And able to break one tackle, but quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Now a carry for Blunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 10-zip our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
A missed opportunity for an interception.
Welcome.
Off a drive. They had a chance.
Hope you're enjoying this. Sit back and relax and watch
I guess that's why a lot of
a
those
replay,
guys do not play offense.
rematch actually, of the Patriots versus the Atlanta Falcons in Super Bowl 51.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense.
If you want to see the other rematches, we have the Patriots versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and we have the Patriots versus the New York Giants rematch.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones, just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 3rd down, Ryan surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. If Earl Thomas returns, I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding time. And that's complete to Lewis. Dion Lewis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, 87 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gostkowski for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. summary. 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
This is what a game looks like when the defense actually plays properly on the New England Patriots. Like I said, I hope that this year they work on their defense, because it's not necessary to work on the offense. The offense has all the guns. Edelman will be back. But what's the purpose of having a good offense if you have a crappy defense? Needs both. It's a team game. Need both sides. The defense got to learn to block more,
Last year that would have been a net gain
protect
of 5
better,
on the return. This year he
and reduce the amount of scoring. Like at the beginning of this game, you heard what it said. They're at the Super Bowl, but they're the team that gives the most scores. And I'm just showing you an example of choices where players should be, and
sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
Taking care of, taking care of the defense, making sure that they do everything right.
Big time.
They come out here in the eye. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Jones again?
Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
I don't even know how he didn't catch that. He caught it. Guess he got hit, he dropped it. Who knows?
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Okay, partners, New England comes out here to take the field on offense. This is such an interesting story, how they've been able to do it year after year after year. Guys talk about parity in the NFL. Well, New England has kind of transcended that parity, and they've done it with guys that you don't normally think of as household names.
The parts keep changing for New England. That's the amazing part. On offense, all right? Offensive linemen change, receivers change, running backs change. We know the one constant is Tom Brady, and that's a huge deal for them. But to be able to do it in what you call the parity
screen passes failed in all 3 games.
New England still a top 10 offense year in and year out. In 2016, they were number 4, and that helped them with a number 1 ranked defense as well.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back.
Oh, damn, Edelman.
He
doesn't
doesn't
catch those
drop
balls.
too many in that department. 3rd down.
Yeah, not too many
it's
of
not
that.
an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have, and a pass he should have caught.
Nah, caught it. Smacked that out of his hand. Good block.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brady now on first down. On a slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. Gronkowski may have had to miss the Super Bowl with the injury, but he was active in that parade, and now he's back on the field. And I'll tell you what, something you mentioned to me is that he was a big cheerleader for his teammates, never hung his head through the injury, celebrated with him all the way through the title.
We've seen superstars in the past, when their team does well without them, they're happy, but they recede into the background. Right? They get out of the way because it does hurt them a little bit. They do have pride. They want to feel like, hey, without me, they may take a little bit of a step back. But with Gronk, you never saw that. You saw him with him every step of the way, cheering his team on, happy for their success. They went 11-0 without him in 2016, but I know this, they don't want to try it again.
No,
they want the big fella back.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Wow.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Randy Moss could have caught that. Look. Yeah. Oh, Hogan. Oh. See? Randy Moss could have caught that.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. To throw, it's Brady. He's got time. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point try for Gronkowski. And that stretches the lead to 27. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gronkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for him throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Left side. Tammy. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half.
Hope you're enjoying this.
Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On 1st down, Ryan to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Ryan will throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw there.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Again, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tamme from 4 yards out. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
That looks like a zombie.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions, and boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Julian
Oh,
Edelman.
my goodness.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julian Edelman, 58 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The point after try for Gostkowski.
It's got to be the fastest touchdown now, eh? If this was the real NFL, it would be Peyton Manning. He did it in less than 30 seconds.
To 27. One play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he is going to lose yardage here. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Hope you guys can hear me. The very first game,
Let's take a look
it
at
didn't
some of the
work.
highlights
No
from the
microphone
first
worked.
half.
So hopefully this one works.
Patriots lined up at the 23. Gronkowski's by himself here, and that goes as a 23-yard touchdown. Patriots strike first in this one. Third down from the 12. Brady's going to complete the pass from the gun, and he's going to go 88 yards for a house call. That takes the lead up to 20. Patriots have it at the 27. Gronkowski's the target here, and he's going to go 27 yards for the score. Patriots go up by 27. Falcons have it at the 4. Ryan has the completion across the middle, and this play will go for 6. Deficit shrinks to 20. Now first and 10, Brady's able to find his mark near the sidelines, and he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Patriots way in front. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. The second half of Super Bowl 52 still to come as we kick it back over to Brandon and Charles in Minneapolis.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Dion Lewis to return. Ooh, the juke. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I can just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense, you've got to set the tone.
They'll try to set that tone here. Now Blunt. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They slot Gronkowski outright. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And now some teams use the running game just to bludgeon people. I think that Brady to Gronk does the exact same thing for them. Long, short, medium, They know how to connect.
In ways it's sort of revolutionized the quarterback-tight end relationship. They can go, as you've told me before, they go medium, they can go short, they go long.
And the way that Gronk is used, he's not just a tight end. Oftentimes they'll put him on the backside of formation as the single wide receiver, and he runs routes exactly that way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, here's Blunt. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Go for it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl.
Coach is saying go for it. We're going to go for it.
Down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning,
twisting up like a fruitcake.
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, Davis, that means you have to do that Gronk dance.
Trust me, partner, no one wants to see me do the Gronk dance.
Your wife?
No one.
Here's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They come out here in the eye. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown.
Look at that dance.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gronkowski for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
10 yards to go on third. On third down, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Ryan on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan finding time and complete on the right side. It's Tammy.
Oh my goodness!
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. So at the start of this game, it looked like the defense was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers, that's kind of flipped.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And his offensive line has really started to play well. And the best offensive line coaches that I've ever talked to, when they have great runners, you know what they tell their guys? Relax. You don't have to be perfect. Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got him pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And now look at this. Big
Oh,
game,
shit.
to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
That was close.
You probably talked about this training camp.
See that?
Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They slot Gronkowski outright. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. And right side caught Hogan. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
And now a first down following that long gain. On first and 10, here's Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 16 yards there. And it gives the Pats a first down. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee. And that's at the 25. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Freeman. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd down and 3. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. On third down, Ryan. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been terrific so far. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Whew, that was a good kick.
So the Patriots coming out now. And that last long drive, but not just that. They pull on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit.
Looks like we're not moving right now, guys. I'll wait until
pressure is going to be tough.
as long as I can wait. I don't think I can wait. Gotta go.
Brady gives now to Blount. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
And that looked like some pretty
yeah, guys, sorry about that.
Right up the gut.
It's like it froze off me.
When you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
Getting a lot of messages on Facebook. Sorry, guys.
They'll run it here with Blount.
Oh,
that'll make it
shoot.
4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
31 yards on the punt there. And the
in
Falcons
good field
are set
position
up well
now.
to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Jones.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Take Jones out of there.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And complete on the right side to Bennett.
Oh, shoot. Damn wrong button. Damn it.
A good pickup there, 20 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that.
Broke 2 tackles, man. Damn.
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Brady to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on third down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
Singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gronkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Eric Weems now on the return.
Good lineup. Oh,
now a hit and a loose football.
Oh my goodness.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Shoot.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground, or did the ball come loose?
Oh, that's BS. Looked like a fumble to me. Oh well.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be down, but not before getting this in. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain,
Kevin.
3 points.
And you're gonna
How are you?
drives like that in this league.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And here's Lewis.
Ooh.
The Falcons set to get things rolling on defense again here. They have not had their best performance tonight in this one, Parker.
And you know it's tough, and I don't know how it is for you, but building towards a night game, that crescendo.
I didn't play.
But
you tell me.
But us getting ready to broadcast. Sometimes you want to do it a little bit earlier, right? You feel your peak coming. Maybe that's what happened with them, that somewhere in the day they should have kicked off.
Game's almost done, guys.
Because by the time we got to the night, things tended to fall flat.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt.
Oh,
he did it again.
That was a
And
good
able to stay
twist.
on his feet past the 30 to
See
about
that?
the 33-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Brady going to look to throw. Stays on his feet. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
To throw, it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. Oh, nice move. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Brady going to throw here. He's got time. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.
Another, that's right. We're coming forward again.
Comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl
Hope you guys
champion.
enjoyed this.
It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey.
So guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to see what happens in playing against the Eagles with a proper defense, which is what we missed in the last Super Bowl, what the Patriots lacked in the last Super Bowl. This one here doesn't really matter. Patriots won this one, and they won it again in the rematch. And you probably want to check out the Giants. The Giants did a really good game. They were very tough, just like the Philadelphia Eagles. But based on the defense again, and not so much on Tom Brady this time though, you'll have to check out that one too. I leave them alone. I don't speak over them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this way of playing a game with no commentator except the commentator of the game. Yeah. And if you want to see any more, let me know. Remember guys to like and subscribe to my channel where I bring games and other things about my car and the success in investing. Let's check out some of the stats here. Yeah, we know Tom Brady did a 153 and around. Let's go back up actually. Here you can see that Matt Ryan was nowhere near Tom Brady in the game, only matching at 48%. Tom Brady here 71%, whereas in the last game with the Giants, it was more of a complete match, almost a match, 1% off against Eli Manning. Weird, eh? Anyways, and you can see here, New England just scored just consistently, and only after the second quarter did the Atlanta Falcons start to move up their game and use Jones and other receivers. They didn't do much after that. They just weren't able to get past the blitz or the zone coverage. They had a problem with the zone coverage, it looks like here, and they couldn't really run the ball, which anyways in the Super Bowl, same thing, they couldn't really run the ball. They were good, but they couldn't really run it anyways. It was more the throwing. But nonetheless, guys, if you play the game and like this and you leave everything as a regular stats, this was the same team players as were in the Super Bowl. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this one. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be posting out something about what happened to my vehicle soon. Yeah, then I'll see what I can do with the next game. So far, the last couple of games were just, rematches. And, yeah, I think it was pretty cool to do rematches. And what I'll do is non-seasonal rematches, maybe where the Patriots played other teams that were part of the playoffs, and they lost. And what we'll do is we'll play them against those teams again in a rematch and see what it is. But right now, just leave it to the Super Bowls. I think it was pretty cool to do a Super Bowl rematch. And with that said, guys, I'm going to cut it off here. If you love this game, make sure you get 2018 Tom Brady's on the cover. Enjoy it. This game's actually pretty fun. There's so much to do, and once you get the hand of it, you can do the jukes, and you can do the forced run, and you can do a lot more with the game when you get used to it. Nonetheless, guys, yeah, it's playing music right now. It's probably gonna get me a hit on copyright, but remember to like this one for me, man. Because the new things have come on. Subscribe to this channel. I do really appreciate your help, and I love you guys. Help me out with this. All right. You have a wonderful day, and God bless.